Trent,
Verrett. If those are the only two they keep, that's almost okay. If those are the only two they can afford, get rid of everyone else. I don't care. Juszczyk, great player, expendable. You don't use him enough.
Yeah, and look, I love Juice, and I love what he brings to this offense. 2 points on Juice. One, his run blocking kind of took a little bit of a step back this year. Okay.
Well, what I did notice is they played him a lot at H-back and tight end.
No, they did.
That ain't his position.
No, that's the thing, right? And then 2, I kind of see a world where Juice comes back because of 2 things. 1, he loves the culture here, right? 2, where else are you going to find a system where they actually even use you in the way that they use him? So you can go get a bag somewhere and play 12 snaps. That's cool. But if you want to, take some money, be involved, and be part of this team that went to the Super Bowl, I feel like Kyle Juszczyk might value that more than just getting a bag this offseason, which he would get. I mean, they've already paid him 3 times what the position is worth. Like that was
true.
When they first started bringing in free agents, their plan was we're overpaying everybody just to make sure they get here. We want to get our guys, Jet McKinnon, and Juszczyk, right? Who pays a fullback that much, right? So maybe Juszczyk has looked at it like, I got my bag. I'm actually at a place that I like, and they use me. I kind of see a world where Juice takes a smaller deal just to stay around.
Great.
But
I mean, whatever makes him happy.
That's not a must sign.
Yeah.
That's not a must sign.
No. I don't think so. I mean, he really does help the offense in the sense that he is a good blocker, even if it took a step back. And I think he helps their play action game a lot. I mean, he's even all those Y league plays where he's a big part of their play action game. But I think Ross Dwelley can do a lot of the same stuff that Juszczyk. He's not as good of a blocker as Juszczyk, but he's actually a better receiver. And
Dwelley can do it. So compared to what Juice was, Dwelley can do what Juice did this year.
Yeah, pretty much.
He can.
And then you got Charlie Warner, who's developing. They could get another tight end. I'd let Jordan Reed go and get a guy who has a future.
I think that's done too. Honestly, as much as I was so happy to see, I wanted to see him with Kittle. I don't think that that's a priority at all.
No.
Especially when you start to think about where you could. I love Kerry Hyder, but I am not breaking the bank for Kerry Hyder.
Nah, you can't. Thank you for your work, Kerry. Go get a contract.
Go get a bag.
You earned it.
There's nearly 10 sack guys get paid, and I'm not mad at you. Go turn that into
the Eric Armstead contract. Go get it, dude. Yeah.
I'm always pro player in getting your bag. Kerry Hyder has been a beautiful story this year, and I would love to have him in this rotation next year. I just don't see that happening, and you better not break the bank for Kerry Hyder either. Sorry. I love him, and I love the story, but that's bad business for me.
Yep. Javi's in here saying Jalen Hurd. I don't really see Jalen Hurd being a fullback, but I mean, he's going to be like, I don't know, maybe he'll be positionless and they could put him in there sometimes. Maybe.
I'm sick about Hurd because I watched Chase Claypool and I'm like, that's Hurd.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted for Hurd. And that makes me sad because I see the vision. And I understand completely what you were trying to do. But if the guy can't play.
Yeah. Can't play. Sorry. And the problem is, again, decision-making. You have an injury issue that's gone back since 2017. You knew this guy had an injury issue. And again, you're complaining about injuries in 2020. Look at your first 3 picks in 2020. They were good picks, but Nick Bosa, extensive injury history, 2 surgeries before the NFL. Debo, hamstrings, and Jalen Hurd, everything. So you can't really say, hey, bad luck. No, man. You have to understand the concept of risk and reward. You take these risk and reward things. Sometimes there's busts. So maybe they're finally figuring out it's okay to be a little bit more conservative and safe.
Yeah, I mean, safe. But safe doesn't work at quarterback. I don't want safe Kyle Trask. That's not what I want. I don't want that. But
you're going to change your tune in about 6 weeks, man. They're going to draft him and you're going to be mad. And then he's going to tear it up in training camp. And you're going to be like, you know what? I always liked him.
Look, find a way to get me a friend's pass to the practices. And if he starts killing it over there, then I'll start waving the flag for him. Man, I got to see it with my eyes.
Real quick, who do you think ends up taking him?
Kyle Trask? Whew. That's a good question, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not even gonna try to give you a BS answer. I can't.
Let me think before I let you go. The reason it's gonna be the Niners because we're speaking it into existence. But if it's not the Niners, what about New Orleans? They're in a dome, so arm strength is as important. Taysom Hill is not the answer.
No.
Jameis Winston is not the answer, and Drew Brees may not even be able to make it through 16 games next year and is a free agent. So I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans was looking at him too. Because I don't think they can trade up. New England. Yeah, New England is cold, and sometimes they value a big arm in that cold.
Who's going to be their OC, though, next year because McDaniels is out?
Is he out?
I think he's going to go. So how else can you explain Caserio not interviewing Saleh and Bieniemy? Does he have a guy already?
Oh, that's dumb.
Put the tin
That's
hat.
dumb.
Why do you think Deshaun Watson's so angry? How do I walk to you and say I'm the franchise quarterback? Interview Eric Bieniemy, and they said, nah,
we're good.
It doesn't matter.
So they're going to sign. So they're going to hire McDaniels. But the problem is, you can't hire McDaniels because Watson's going to leave. It's the same reason McDaniels left Indy. He knew Andrew Luck was going to retire.
Look, whether McDaniels takes the job or not, think about the optics of that. I'm your franchise quarterback. I'm coming to you telling you I want you to interview somebody. Whether you want him or not, you not interviewing him is such a slap in the face.
It's a slap in the face.
And you could understand exactly why he's upset. Come on.
Vish says McDaniels is not getting the Houston job.
I believe him. I believe him. It's just an interesting theory. Like it is, because what else could tell you that they already have somebody that they already think? Because how could you not interview Saleh or Bieniemy? What are you telling not only your franchise quarterback, but your fan base and your franchise itself? We are not going to exhaust every single measure. And the two hottest names out there, probably, we're not even going to bring them in for an interview.
It's just the way the Patriots do business, man. I mean, I don't even think they would go to Tom Brady and ask him. Would they? To me, the Patriots are a very much front office and coach controlled organization, not a player controlled organization. And if Deshaun Watson wants input, I think the Patriots' attitude would be shut up and play quarterback, even if it was Tom Brady. Maybe it's wrong, but that's what's happening. Yeah,
but that's Bill, right? Like, so again, you can't just walk in. So this is Patricia's problem. This was all of those guys' problems.
You're right.
You walk right in and you're like, I'm Bill. I'm Bill now. So
no, you're not. No, you're not. We don't respect you, Bill O'Brien. Right. We don't respect you, Matt Patricia. You're right.
Right.
And Caserio might be messing up.
I mean, he's got his eyes on everything. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. That wasn't cool.
Is he going to trade Deshaun Watson for Jimmy G straight up?
No, come on.
Caserio probably drafted that dude.
No, he did. He was in on the Jimmy thing. Look, again, put your tinfoil hat on. If you're making a trade for Watson, why wouldn't you incorporate Jimmy G into that if Caserio actually liked him? But again, that's not happening, Grant. We might
I don't think Jimmy actually has a value. Like Jimmy's worth a 6th round pick or something. So you could throw him in the deal, but I don't know how much it moves the needle. I mean, there could be okay, but we still need 7 first round picks. Thanks. Right. Great. So I mean, 7 first round picks. Yeah.
It's been reported that to even start the conversation is 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and a player. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot, man.
Man, who's gonna trade that, dude? I don't think it's gonna happen, man. You can't. But I'm gonna put it this way.
Go ahead.
It seems to me that a lot of teams, a lot of fans look at the Herschel Walker trade and want to be the team trading for Herschel Walker and not the Cowboys. No, I want to be the Cowboys. That's what works in the NFL.
And
in
what
the
happened
NBA,
with
the other thing works. What
happened with those Cowboys and those picks?
What happened to the Cowboys?
What did they do with all those picks for Herschel Walker? Irvin, all of they built a dynasty.
All of them. They built a dynasty. It's a quarterback driven game, but it's also a game of attrition. You need an offense, you need a defense, you need depth. And if you don't have it, you're the Houston Texans. I don't know, man.
Dude, if Bill O'Brien was there, he would have sent them for Wisnowski and McGlinchey.
They should have made this move last year. I can't believe the Niners could have moved off Jimmy last. The problem is that the Niners waited a year too long. We're having this debate because the Niners waited a year too long. Period.
Yeah, I mean, and this could have all been whatever.
Could have been Brady.
Oh well, that too. But I'm just saying this could have all been avoided if they don't take Solomon Thomas.
Oh,
and they take, so I mean, I hate to be like a guy, but yes,
yeah.
But
All right. Well, Jason, thank you so much for coming on. This was a great show.
Thank you, bro, man. When us bloggers get a chance to rub elbows with the beat writers, man, that's why you gotta look the part. So for everybody asking about the suit, you know, there's a saying, dress for the job you want, not the job you have, right? And I would hate to be confused as a blogger or aggregator of any kind. So I just want to make sure
I would never call you such. It's the worst of the worst. Couldn't be any worse than that, and you're not that. So I appreciate you.
At first glance, somebody's gonna watch this and say, "Hey, there's another beat writer there," until they hear me speak, and then they'll say something else. But Grant, no, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. You know, this is a beautiful thing, man, and I'm happy that I'm over here, man.
You know, if First Take had debates like this where people actually listen to each other, I would watch that show. This is how television debates should be. Good stuff.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Like, you know, it should be. See, this is something that you and I, when we first met, we spoke about. Those guys on their shows, they don't even talk to their arguments. They're just saying it on TV, you know, as it comes to their head, right? So that's the thing. Like, you know, whenever I do any of these shows with anybody or my podcast, you know, the best way that I've gotten to where I'm at is I argue both sides, and then I come to it. You know, to have your mind dead set on one side, that's really when you're going to get yourself in a bad spot.